What's up, YouTube? I'm here in the Palisades again, and we are on Chapala Drive. Chapala Drive. So I thought I would take a little 15-minute break and pull over and get some footage of this street. I'm not sure I've gone through this area just yet on foot. This area got hit pretty hard. It's unbelievable. It's just, you can see these more modern homes. They look like they've been untouched. And then right across the street, my God, it seems like it just takes one little small ember and the whole place went up like a Christmas tree. So this is Chapala and Pampas Ricas. Across the street over here. Oh, this corner lot got wrecked. I bet you it was such a beautiful home too. So the other day was Liberation Day. Liberation Day. Now it's looking like we got a bunch of tariffs that are going to be imposed on all of these countries throughout the world. Got a street sweeper coming my way. I'm going to pause it for a second. Hold on. Sorry about that. Got a street sweeper come by. So Liberation Day was on the 2nd, and April 3rd, yesterday, was my birthday. I turned 35 years old yesterday. What do you guys think about the tariffs? You think that they're good for the economy, bad for the economy? Will it be harmful in the short run? Will it be helpful in the long run? Will it force companies to stop purchasing products from other countries outside of the United States and start focusing on manufacturing products within the United States? What do you guys think? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Or do you just don't care? I think in the short term it'll have a huge impact on the economy. Negative. We're already starting to see it in the stock market. People are pretty impulsive and pretty reactive, and we haven't even really seen the effects yet or felt them really. Everything that's happening in the stock market is really just anticipation for what is potentially to come, right? So, but more often than not, the stock market has a tendency to be right. But I suppose it's to be determined. We'll see. And what do you guys think about tariffs and the word inflation? What's going to happen to the inflation rate as a result of these taxes? Will the inflation rate go up? Will it go down? What's going to happen? I think that the inflation rate will go up, personally. And what that really means, in my eyes, or in my personal opinion, is if the inflation rate goes up, this is going to mean that the Federal Reserve, or the chairman, Jerome Powell, at the Federal Reserve, will be forced into not doing anything when it comes to interest rate cuts. So anyone who was anticipating that the Federal Reserve was going to lower interest rates, that might not be happening. So if you were thinking about buying a home, sometime soon, or you were just waiting for interest rates to come down, that might not actually materialize. Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve Chairman, has been pushing this higher for longer narrative, and if the inflation rate goes up as a result of tariffs, it looks like higher for longer is here to stay, which is really more downward pressure on an already slowing economy. Higher interest rates really mean less demand for houses, less demand for cars, basically anything that requires a loan. That is, of course, if the inflation rate goes up as a result of tariffs. I guess that's to be determined. Right now it's all speculation. I'm speculating, the stock market's speculating, everyone's speculating. Until it actually, materializes, it's just speculation. So anyone who bought a home at a high interest rate over the last year or two, like if you bought a house with a mortgage and your interest rate was 7%, and your justification for doing that was, well, it's okay because inflation's coming down and Jerome Powell's going to lower interest rates, and baby, it's all good. I'm going to go ahead and refinance when he cuts interest rates. Looks like mortgage rate relief is not on the horizon. If, in fact, inflation goes up as a result of tariffs being imposed. Again, this is all speculation until it actually happens. So here we're on Frontera Drive and Pampas Ricas. Buenos días. ¿Qué onda, primo? I'm good, how are you? ¿Hablar inglés o no?
Sí, poquito.
Sí, oh, ok, a huevos, pero gracias,
¿Anda grabando qué?
Ok, pues.
Ya salió.
Ok, estoy tratando de hablar español. Para más practicar es necesario. Okay. Gracias, Some of these guys are the nicest people. And, they really work their ass off. These guys are up at 4 in the morning, driving from Los Angeles to the Palisades to go and dig ditches and holes and lay rebar and pour concrete. These boys work. So anyways, what do you guys think about inflation and tariffs and interest rates? What do you think is going to happen if the inflation rate, how much do you think the inflation rate will go up as a result of these tariffs? Will it just be a small amount, or will they, how high will the inflation rate go post tariffs? Look at this poor house, oh my God. Or do you think the opposite? Do you think that, inflation will go down as a result of tariffs being imposed? And I try to see I try to see things from different perspectives and all angles. You know, it's not just a left and a right. It's just, you know, oh, I'm Democrat, I'm Republican. No, dude, I'm just Cameron. And I'm just trying to wrap my head around this whole thing. You know, like we all are. We're all just trying to figure out what's going on and do the best that we can to inform ourselves about the economy and interest rates and tariffs and global wars and recessions and interest rates, and just trying to go through this crazy world and this crazy life experience and educate ourselves as much as possible so we can prepare or potentially just take advantage financially. You know, on one hand, tariffs might be bad if you're a business that purchases products from China, but on the other hand, it could potentially be an opportunity of a lifetime for a startup company within the United States who's not going to get hit with a 25% tariff, right? Maybe you can, instead of buying t-shirts from China and getting hit with a 25% tariff, make your own American-made t-shirts. So, and I'm supportive of that. I think we need to support this country more so and buy more American-made products and stop being so dependent on other countries and cheap labor, you know? So, what's up, guys? So what do you guys think? Why don't you guys do me a favor and put your thoughts in the comment section, just so I can hear things from a different perspective or a different view. All right? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this one. I gotta get back to it. So thank you again to all of the subscribers who have been checking out my channel. I appreciate it. All of the likes, the comments, the subscriptions. You know, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe too. If you want to see more footage of the rebuilding process and, you know, just me talking about my thoughts and my life experiences and some of the things that I'm just going through life like everyone else. That's all. So thank you again, guys. I appreciate it so much. Until next time.